Welcome back, YouTube. Sensei Domino here. Welcome to the Spine Ticks After Party. This was sort of a light mail week this week. I knew that might be the case if my ComC order didn't come in early, but unfortunately it did not. It wasn't shipped out until Friday. Hopefully it arrives early next week, and I'll be able to share that with you next weekend. I also had a couple eBay purchases that I've made over the past couple months that haven't arrived as expected. One I'd ordered way back in December, I think December 28th, but it was ordered from overseas, and stuff ordered from overseas can take a while sometimes to get here. And so I haven't been too concerned about it up until this point. But when I tried to contact the seller this week, I didn't hear back. And I contacted him multiple times over a 5-day period and still haven't heard back. So yesterday I actually started the process of contacting eBay to try to get a resolution. So hopefully that can get resolved at some point this week. But in all honesty, I'm just hoping that the cards arrived, because I wouldn't have purchased them if I didn't want them. So that would be the best case scenario. I really don't care how long it takes, as long as they get here. I also had another item that I ordered from Las Vegas, and the seller contacted me and mentioned that they had a pipe leak, or a pipe busted or something, and they weren't able to get to the post office as expected. And it's actually been 2 weeks since I ordered that item. So from what I understand, I mean, I was reading up on it, and it's certainly legit. But it should have been resolved a couple days ago. There should have been no reason for him not to get to the post office at this point. So hopefully I wasn't scammed on that one, but I honestly don't think so. I just think he's having a hard time getting to the post office. But because of all of this, I'm actually glad that I saved some of that 100-card hockey lot that I started sharing last week for this week, because it'll make for a little bit of a longer video. I also got 2 TTM returns that came in successfully, and a third that came back as a return to sender. So I had a few things come in this week that I'll be sharing. Let's go ahead and get started with the TTM returns. And this one comes from St. Paul, Minnesota, and the initials are JV. And this is a WWE Hall of Famer. And this is none other than Jesse the Body Ventura, the governor. And he signed 3 cards that I sent. They're all from the 1985 Topps set. And this one is the only one of the 3 cards that I sent that didn't get slightly smudged. This one says "One Angry Man." Really cool. Let me show you the back. There's the back. And there's the front. This is another one. Someone's Going Down. I believe that was Ivan Putski, I think it says on the back. See, there's the smudge right there. Almost looks like a fingerprint, so maybe it's a Jesse Ventura fingerprint. Yeah, Ivan Putski, that's the other wrestler. And his rookie card signed. And this one doesn't look like it was smudged too terribly bad, but it's a little discolored right here. And I'm not sure what that is because of the shadow, but it looks like that might be a little bit of a smudge as well. But still very happy to get these signed. And he actually added a bonus card, a business card, that I've seen a couple other people get. So happy to get this. And he signed it. Jesse Ventura's Die First, Then Quit. And here's the back. UDT Seal, Wrestler, Governor, Join the Revolution. So that was really nice of him to send that as well. And he answered my questions. So let's see what he put. All right. So what was the greatest moment of your career? Hall of Fame 2004. Who was the best wrestler you ever met in the ring? He says Tito Santana. So I always love when they sign the answer the questions. Just gives you a little bit of information that might not be out there. So thank you so much, Mr. Ventura, for the generous return. I really appreciate that extra, and for you answering the questions and signing the card. Absolutely love it, and happy to add it to the collection. All right, this next one is from an Olympic Hall of Famer. This comes from Los Angeles, California. The initials are MS. And really happy to get this one. And he actually used the pouch. I sent one with the Jesse Ventura one, and the pouch did not come back. So I guess he just kind of tossed it or something. But this is from Olympic legend Mark Spitz. And I love his autograph. It's unique. You don't really see autographs that look like that. And what year is this card? I'm not sure what any of these cards are. Most of them are modern. Yeah, of course it's going to be small print. Goodness, I can't see what year that is. But this is U.S. Olympic Moments, Upper Deck Olympic card. So maybe if you know what set that's from, you can leave a comment. I can't get a good visual of the year. It's just too small a print. And got this one from, I believe this is Panini Golden Age, Mark Spitz. And I like the design. It's got that, I'm not even sure what year it is, but they had some baseball cards that were kind of designed like this. This is 2012 Panini Golden Age. I can read that. Look at that signature. That's just super cool. Looks much better on the brighter card. That one is kind of dark, but I love the image. It just looks fantastic. And then this one. I love this set. It's just loaded with TTM fuel. And I've been trying to find a box of this stuff, and with the shipping cost, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense because you could probably get this box for about $10, $15. But he did sign this one as well. I bought quite a few of these packs when they originally came out. And that's how I learned about a lot of these athletes. Was this 91? Yeah, 91. Impel. U.S. Olympic Cards Hall of Fame. That's the name of the set. And there's the back if you want to see some of his accolades. Yeah, I did send a letter with some questions, but that did not come back. So still very happy to get these 3 signatures back from Mr. Spitz. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you taking the time. I'm very happy to add this to my collection. All right, and the bad news, the return to sender. This might have been my fault because although this address had been active recently, it doesn't look like he's using it anymore. And the current best address is actually listed, and I didn't scroll down far enough, and so you can kind of put this one on me. But this is Al Herboski, and let me try to peel this sticker off so I can show you the address. Yeah, there we go. So Al Herboski. If you were planning on sending to that address, it is return to sender, unable to forward. So try the one. I'm not even sure what the actual address is, but I think it's at the bottom on the sports card forum. And that one is active, and he is a great signer, and he is still signing, but use that address instead. So I'll send this out later this week, and hopefully a couple weeks from now they'll come back signed. All right, this next one is pretty large. I actually stumbled upon this. I'm not very familiar with this individual, but I was actually looking up just autographs. I actually typed in autographs, and I was trying to be a little bit cheap, and so I put like $5 or something like that, just see what kind of autographs I could find, maybe potentially some Hall of Famers for $5 or whatnot. And I stumbled upon this and just thought it was super cool, and so decided to pick it up. And this was at an auction, and so I actually placed a bid of $5, but I ended up winning it for the minimum bid of $1 plus shipping. So it was like basically $6 because it's sort of a larger item. So it wasn't something that you could put in a regular envelope. But this is a pair of actual checks from a vaudeville silent film actress named Kathleen Clifford. And These are from, this one is actually, if you can see, this is from June 6th, 1926. And the other one, which is below it, from May 17th, 1927. And my goodness, these are super old, almost 100 years old. And I just thought it was super cool, especially if I could have potentially gotten it for $5. I didn't expect to get it for the minimum bid, but I guess there's not a whole lot of people looking up Kathleen Clifford. And you can see that, 1926, this check was written for $12.66, and this one was written for $12. And I actually looked up the equivalent today compared to 1926 and 1927, and I believe it was $206 or $207 is the equivalent of $12.66 or $12 back then. So that's kind of cool. And I'm not sure who H.B. Stevens is, and this one was just written out to cash. But these are really cool. These are from the Long Beach Branch Security Trust and Savings Bank. Both of them. Here, I'll actually take these out. Let you see these sort of individually. They kind of got those, I don't even know what these are called, these little pressings or whatever that are in this. I don't know if you can read what that says. Yeah, I can't tell what that says. I think this down here says BVID, but I can't tell. Maybe T and then TT and then, I don't know, 5E or something. I can't read what the top says. 20 TI2 or something. I don't know. But that's this check signed Kathleen Clifford. And the back. And I just think this is a cool piece of history. But like I said, I don't know a whole lot about Kathleen Clifford, but vaudeville, silent film actress. This is really cool to add to the collection. So that's the first one. And this did come with a certificate of authenticity, but it's not from a name company, so I'm not sure it's worth the paper it's printed on. But it was still cool to, at the very least, get a certificate of authenticity. And these look authentic enough for me, especially for what I paid for it. This one says, look like paid 5/28/27, 90/115 or something maybe on the bottom. There's the Kathleen Clifford autograph. $12, May 17th, 1927. And here's the back of that one. I guess it's easier to see on the back. I guess the bottom says 90/115 or something, 11/15 or 115. And this was signed by Camilla Bennett. I'm not sure who Camilla Bennett is. It'd be cool if that's another famous individual, but not really sure. So let me go ahead and put those back in the sleeve. This is kind of just a flimsy little sleeve. I'll put these in an individual top loader after this video, but I didn't want to do it ahead of time because these are very fragile and didn't want to have to pull them out of that big top loader. But yeah, one last look at these before I put them away. Really kind of cool. All right. So next, this was kind of a mistake buy. I don't know if it was a mistake buy. The seller actually put the listing as Bill Mazeroski, but the picture was different, and the picture wasn't even the card that I ended up getting. But I was actually hoping that it was for Bill Mazeroski, and unfortunately it was not. But I contacted the seller after I actually won it, and said, "Is this for the Bill Mazeroski?" And he said no, and all of his pictures were kind of mixed up. So he said that the one that I had won was actually for a different card, and he actually said, if you want me to cancel the order, I'd be more than happy to. And I I just basically said, I paid, I purchased it, I paid for it. Just go ahead and send it. It ended up being this 1960 Topps Billy Kloss, but I was actually trying to get a Bill Mazeroski 1960 that I could send out to get TTM signed. Um, I think he's $10 per, but I only paid like $5 for this shipped, so it didn't really hurt me too bad. But it would have been nice to get the Mazeroski for $5, but um, I guess I kind of took a chance and hoped for the best, and that's what I ended up with. So little bit of a disappointment, but not too big of a deal. All right, so next I picked up another one of these 6970 Topps Tim Horton cards. I thought it looked really nice, and there's the back. The back of the original one that I purchased was a little off center, and I thought this one looked a little bit better, so I picked it up. It got some minor corner wear right here and right here. This one looks, yeah, I guess that one's a little touched up, but this one right here is pretty sharp, and the centering's better. So happy to get that. But the seller actually threw in a couple cards. He contacted me after I won it, and he said, "Do you like baseball?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, I'm gonna throw in a couple extra cards." He said, "I'd throw in hockey, but I'm selling most of it for a friend, so I can really only do baseball." I was like, hey, if you're gonna send me some extra cards, I really appreciate it. But he sent me this Corey Seager Topps Chrome Refractor, which I was like, I expected maybe some commons or something like that. I didn't expect him to send me a refractor. This is almost, probably worth what the Tim Horton is. I think the Tim Horton's worth only about $10. So really happy to get that. And he also threw in this 2020 Allen and Ginter Shohei Ohtani. So thank you very much. If you if you ever see this, thank you very much for these extra cards. Incredibly generous of you to do that. And yeah, I'm super happy about this Tim Horton. All right. Next, this one came in. I got to give a shout out to A Surfer because I didn't know this card existed until I saw it on his channel. And this card came out in 2017. This is 2017 Topps Heritage. But I just love the image. And this is of Alexa Bliss. And she's dressed up like Freddy Krueger. Got the glove on her hands and everything. And love the 87 design with the rookie cup. This is actually her second year. So really cool to get this. Pretty big fan of Alexa Bliss. And I actually didn't have any Alexa Bliss cards. So very happy to get this one. I've been looking at her rookie. I've got it on my watch list, but it's climbing in price. I actually won this for a lot cheaper than you'd probably expect. So very happy to pick this up. Sort of bargain basement price. And like I said, just love the image. That's just awesome. All right. So this next one, very excited about these cards. In 1971, Fleer put out this set. It was I guess 84 card set. And I've been keeping an eye on this set because there's several cards in it that I'd like to pick up, but it's a little bit more expensive as a set than I was willing to spend. So I actually found a seller finally that was listing several cards that were ending within a couple seconds of each other from the set. And, at auction, there's the potential of you being able to pick up some of these for a lower price than they would normally sell for. So I made sure to keep an eye on them. And as they were expiring, I decided to throw some bids on them. But because they were expiring within, a couple seconds of each other, I kind of had to pick which ones that I was wanting the most. And so I threw about 20 bids out there. And I ended up winning 6 cards, which is more than fine with me. But these are actually cards of the Harlem Globetrotters. This set was 1971 Fleer. And if I remember right, I believe Cocoa Puffs also put out a similar set. I think they used the same photos and everything of this set. But correct me if I'm wrong if it's not Cocoa Puffs, but I believe it was Cocoa Puffs. But I love the Harlem Globetrotters. When I was a kid, they had their own show. That I didn't see it when it originally came out. I'm not that old, but they would show it in syndication. They also made some appearances on Scooby Doo, and so I love some of the players from this era of the Globetrotters. They've got a lot of nostalgia for me. But this is Meadowlark Lemon, Hall of Famer, and just look at that. It's a cool looking set. There's a little bit of a write up, and he's got several cards in this set, and tried to place a bid on a few of them. And here's another one, along with Curly Neal, who is not in the Hall of Fame, but probably should be. And there's Meadowlark Lemon right there. And these cards are in pretty nice shape. Can't really complain about the condition of them, especially being 1971. This one's got a little bit of touch on the side, a little bit of rough corner down there. But when you're talking about, condition that minor, I'm more than fine with it. But just a great looking image. You wonder what Meadowlark Lemon's doing right there. All right. And then this one's great. So we've got Herbert Osby right here, Meadowlark Lemon, and Curly Neal. Just super cool. I'll definitely be trying to pick up a couple more cards from this set in the future. I just love this. Love this. Just great photography. And this is Curly Neal. Just a great image. Great looking card. See if we can get all these in camera frame. Here's another one. Kind of got like the Mickey Mouse ears or something. And the last one. That's an awesome photo. So really excited to be able to win these. They're not very expensive. You can get several of these for under $10, sometimes under $5. But just great looking cards. Very happy to add these to the collection. So I'll let you get one more look at these before I put them away. All right. So that's the mail for the week. So now on to the final, I don't know, just an estimate, about 30 or 35 cards left over from the hockey lot that I won. Let's go ahead and start with this. This is what Topps, or this is Titanium, Panini Titanium. This is 2013, 2014. And this one's numbered. Let me get a focus. That's not going to focus. There we go. 48 out of 72. This is a rookie card, Nicholas Svedberg. So this was kind of cool. I don't have a thick top loader for this, unfortunately, so it's just in a penny sleeve. I've got the size small, the size below this one, but I don't have this one, and then I got the size above it, but it just slides out of that. I've got this Collector's Choice Mario Lemieux sticker. I'm not even sure what year this is. 1996. Kind of cool sticker. This is a really cool uh, item to get. This is what year? 1997 Upper Deck SP. And this is game film of Daniel Alfredson. I don't know if you can get a good look at the film, but still kind of a cool piece to get. Maybe if I tilt it a little bit, you can see it better. Maybe not. There's the back. But kind of a cool item to have in this lot. Happy to get that. All right, next. Okay, I'm going to butcher this name. Vitaly Yakhmanev. This is a Upper Deck MVP. What is this? Upper Deck SP? No, Upper Deck Collector's Choice, 1996. Kind of looks like SP, but guess not. Not really familiar with this guy, but kind of a cool card. And there's another card from that set, Eric Daze or Daze. I'm not sure how you say this. Got this really cool 1997 Pacific Invincible Alexander McGillney. Kind of a foil finish. Cool looking card. And what year is this? Got a 1997 Pinnacle. This is Boyd Devereaux, rookie, artist proof. Now, I have a couple baseball cards from this year. I think I've got Jose Guillen, rookie card, artist proof, I believe. But I didn't have any of the hockey. I thought this was kind of a cool design. All right, next we've got a couple of cards from this set. This is 1998 Upper Deck. This is Lord Stanley's Heroes. This is Ron Francis. And we also got Jaromir Jagr. Big fan of Jagr. All right, next we've got several. Yeah, lots. Half the stack is from this set. This is what year? 2002 Topps Chrome. And looks like a lot of these are rookie cards, but I'm not really familiar with any of them. So, and I don't have a price guide, so I'm not sure what any of these are worth or if they're worth very much. But got this Scott Clemenson rookie card. I'm sure quite a few of these players weren't in the NHL very long, if at all. Got a Nicholas Hagman rookie. Got some dust on that. Got a Kristen Vasilius. Vasilius. I'm not sure how you say that. Vasilius. It's a nice looking design. Always love Topps Chrome. Next, we've got Yaroslav Bednar. Next, we've got Radek Martinic. Got Mike Farrell. Jukka Hentunen. And then these are not rookies, but they're nice players. So I got a pair of these Arthur's Urbe base cards. And a pair of Felix Potvin base cards. And then we also had one refractor of Jim Dowd. Kind of cool. Minnesota Wild. Shout out to Julie Farnham. All right. And then these are all from the same set, but it's sort of a subset. And it looks like they did reprints of some star rookie cards, which me being a vintage fan, I love these. Much more affordable than the originals. But now I'll be probably hunting for some of these originals if I wasn't already. Um, we got a Guy Lapointe. And I believe this is 70-71. Yeah, 70-71. There were actually two of those. And they look very similar to the original cards. It does say reprint down at the bottom. Not that they look anything like the originals with the chrome finish. But, very cool. Would love to get this original card, Bernie Parent. And this is a 68-69. But cool to have a chrome version of this. We got Bill Clement. And this is the same year as that Tim Horton that I showed earlier. This is actually, no, it isn't. This is 74-75. And this is kind of interesting. So this is 82-83. This is Neil Broughton rookie card. He was part of the Miracle on Ice team. But I also got this one, and the etching is just way off on this card. I don't know, the plate must not have been aligned. Well, I mean, the card's basically ruined, but I kind of like it. Especially having one that's normal than having that other one. Kind of an interesting little oddball thing to have, I guess. All right, next we've got a 78-79 Bernie Federko. This is relatively cheap. I've almost bought this original card a couple times. I'll definitely be picking it up probably sometime this year. He is a Hockey Hall of Famer. And this Wayne Cashman, rookie, I guess. This is 70-71. And he's a great TTMer also, so might pick up a couple more of his actual 70s cards and send this along with those. Try to get it signed. All right, so we've only got about 3 more cards to go. And these are, looks like this one's a little older. But these are all in the 2010s. This is actually 2016, 2017. This is Black Diamond. And this is kind of cool. This is a championship rings, Trevor Daley. And it's kind of a cool looking item, I guess, embedded in the card. This is super thick. And there's the back. Kind of a cool item to have in this lot. And this is 2018-2019 O-Pee-Chee Coast to Coast Hockey. And it's John Tavares. Shout out to Miss Leaf fan down under. Big Tavares fan. Cool looking design. I like that. And the last card of this video. This is 2019 Upper Deck Singles Day. And it's Sidney Crosby. Winter. And I guess, I don't know, maybe you scratched that off or something, but I'm not going to do it. I wouldn't have done it back then either. But I guess it's a pretty cool card. Anyway, that's all I have for you this week. Sorry for the short video. Hopefully that ComC order gets here as expected next week, and a couple other items come in, and I can have more of a longer video like I usually do. But I want to thank everybody for stopping in for the premiere. Anybody that's watching it on the replay, thank you so much for your support. Spine Ticks After Party, thank you so much for coming. And I will talk to everybody soon. Bye-bye.